Hello. I've never made a video where I show my face. Almost never. So spare me on this one. But this is my first face reveal on this channel. And essentially I've written down a bunch of questions over the course of a week. And I'm going to answer questions that I wrote down for myself. So yeah. Also, fair warning, entire video is unscripted. So, forgive what comes out of my mouth, because I promise to you, I have no control over what I say, and that's something I need to work on. Also, I have a fake microphone because I don't own one that actually works. So, you probably can't hear me very well. But, yay. Also, I have my lovely Moonbin. He's here for moral support, because he just is. But yeah, I'm gonna get absolutely murdered for this video, I swear. Also, my voice is probably muffled because of my mask. Oh, it's fine, it's fine. I have the microphone kind of working in its own way. But yeah, also don't mind my big old bald spot. I'm kind of balding. Starting off very strongly with how old am I? Now, I don't feel like telling you guys this information, but also I feel like it's important to know. So, if you look up how old Prince George of Wales is, you will get the answer, because I'm not trying to brag, guys, but no, seriously, I'm not trying to brag. I just bring this up a lot because it's very cool to me. I feel very, very cool to be born on the same day as him, but like, I was born same day of the same month of the same year, except I'm 12 out, well, I'm 8 hours, something like that, older, so I win, Prince George. Favorite K-pop group? At the moment, it's Stray Kids, okay? Not Astro, in case you thought that it was Astro. Moonbin is one of my favorite, was one of my favorite. Actually, he is one of my favorites, because I didn't get into K-pop until after he was dead, but we'll get into that later. But like, discovered he existed at some point, and I was like, I love that man. Not in a very platonic way, I swear. But yeah, at the moment, Stray Kids. It may change over the course of a year, but I absolutely adore them and their music. But yeah. Number 3, siblings. I have a little brother who is kind of annoying, but over the course of the summer, he and I have played a lot together, which is a very big step forward. 4, grade. What grade am I in? Most people who live in America will understand this. I am going into grade 7. Of course, putting this out there, I'm going into middle school. So we don't have, it's not 6th, 7th, 8th, and it's not 7th, 8th, 9th. It's just 7th and 8th. So, not a very big middle school, but yeah. Pets. I have 2 cats. No, 3 cats. Sorry, sometimes I forget the third one exists. But, because like my parents have to keep her in their room because my 2 male cats, who are currently sitting out on my bed right now, being extremely annoying. Do you know that male cats stink? No? Well, now you do. Anyway, they keep her in their room because like the boys terrorize her. And then she'll pee everywhere. Like, she'll throw up all over the place. She won't, like, use the litter box, if you get what I mean. So, yeah. But she's a thin little tabby cat, but she's, like, older than both of the boys. She just looks really young. And then we have Oatmeal Stout, who is chungus black cat. He's so fat. We call him Tubbo. And then we have Onion Ring, who's a little Siamese, but he's also mixed. He looks like my mom's old cat, Crab, but we call him Tiny, and then I turned Tiny into Timmy, so now his name is Timmy, and his full name is Timothy Jimothy Matson. You're welcome. Crap, I just said my last name. It's fine. There are many Matsons in the world. You'll never find out who I am, in theory. Where do I plan to film? In my bathroom. I'm currently in my bathroom. I don't know, I might give a bathroom tour if someone wants it at some point. Future video ideas. I'm not very good at the reaction content, but I will try my hardest. Also, I kind of just want to like rant in my videos. I don't know, I like talking, in case you couldn't tell. I like talking. Just also something I need to work on, but yeah, it can make me really annoying at times. Ugh. Friends. Okay, I got you on this one. So my three mains. We'll call them M, L, and Cervantes. The third one, that's her last name, because her name is so short that I can't shorten it up already. Anyway, so M, she plays volleyball, you know, she's got goats, and they make, like, goat milk soap. I think they're selling it. I don't know, I'd have to ask, like, where you can buy it, but I haven't, they smell divine. Oh my god. Also, her house doesn't have air conditioning, so if I were to drag her to Oxford with me, she would be perfectly fine in the UK, because I'm pretty sure people don't use air conditioning there. Like, it's not very common. Elle, she's in swimming, and she claimed she's not rich. She's very humble about it, but she lives in a rich neighborhood. She's so good at art. Like, I take a lot of inspiration from her, and I still suck at art. And then Cervantes, she actually just moved back to Mexico not too long ago, and that made me really, really sad. But I still talk to her. I just don't have her phone number, because yes, I still own an iPad. So I still own an iPad, okay? I still have an iPad, so I can't, like, put her Samsung number on my Apple iPad, you know? But I wish I could text her. I'm really worried about her because we all know how Mexico has been these past few months, sorry. But yeah, those are my besties. I may or may not link their channels because I love them so much. And I don't know, if this video gets traction, maybe they'll get more subs. 9, my neighborhood. I also live in a rich neighborhood, but it's because my grandfather originally lived here. We haven't fully paid for the house yet. So, like, we're still paying him. He's not dead, I promise. Like, we're still paying him as I speak. Like, we're earning the money and giving some of it to him. But yeah, a lot of money. We also live right next to a golf course, so that's very convenient because my dad and my brother love golf. How long have I been a K-pop fan? All right, question I've been waiting to answer. I think it was maybe beginning of this year, end of last year, I don't know. I was doom scrolling on CapCut and I saw a video like about Stray Kids. I was like, I should check out their music, and boom, into K-pop. I never looked back. I mean, I do look back, because I still like Cave Town and Green Day, Blink-182. Like, I still like that kind of music, but I also really like K-pop. So maybe a few months? Almost a year? I'm not sure. Oh, definitely not almost a year. What am I talking about? 11. I am bilingual, kind of. I go to a DLI school, or I went to a DLI school. Now I'm just doing 2 Spanish classes a day. But I go to a DLI school, so for past 7 years of my life, I've been learning Spanish. Like, since kindergarten. Crazy lore in kindergarten, bro. COVID, my teacher, my Spanish teacher, she got in a skiing accident, right? They go to the hospital, because she went home to Spain, okay? They go to the hospital. Turns out she had cancer. She had cancer, so she never came back. Never came back. Of course, we all missed her, and I did not like the replacement. She was kind of mean. She jingled too much. She had too many bracelets and too many piercings. She jingled too much. But yeah, crazy. It was nuts in kindergarten. But yeah, I've liked most of my Spanish teachers. Like, I remember all of them. They were all really, really nice. Some of them were really, really nice, but some of them were kind of harsh. But that's completely okay with me because, you know, they come from Europe, and from what I hear, Europe is pretty old school. So, you know, their teaching style is more harsh, and I'm perfectly fine with that because as long as you are you, go for it. I wanted to add a portion of this video, so I'll just say this right now. K-pop groups I'm into, I like Cordis, Ghost 9. I'm learning the names and the faces of Ghost 9 and the names and the faces of ENHYPEN at the moment, but those three and Stray Kids at the moment. So yeah, and then I also have kind of Xlove is kind of on my list. Xlove, Cordis, I don't know, but that's on my list because like I love the idea of a genderless concept. Like, it's just so cool to me that Korea was able to have like a homosexual group because they don't allow gay marriage. So yeah, like that concept doesn't blow my mind, but it's like so cool to me. As is Big Ocean, maybe that's the name, I can't tell, I don't remember. But like they're all hard of hearing. I like that concept too because it proves that literally anyone can be into music. Like Beethoven was deaf, or maybe it was Wolfgang, I don't know. One of them was deaf. Some composer was deaf. But yeah, like it's so cool to me that people who, you know, they have like struggles physically or mentally, or they could still like create art and music, and I think that's awesome. But yeah, I might edit this. We'll see where I want to go with this. But yeah, you're welcome. Bye. Don't hate me, don't mug me.